light the fires. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW, another edition of the Danger Zone. As we open up our program with Stonewall Hank Garrett, and right behind him, his, dare I say, new friend, new peer, Brian Blaze. Now, folks, I am still unsure of what happened, how these two let a long storied past go, but at some point Garrett has joined up with Brian Blaze. We've seen Garrett on 2 occasions now come to Brian Blaze's aid, and I don't know why. Gallows has Garrett has a long storied history here in XFW, recently coming back. Garrett suffered some back complications a few years ago. And to say I'm stunned to see him with Brian Blaze is an understatement. But tonight he's going to go up against Sergeant Dalton Adams. You know what we're going to say, Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. While we're talking about some of our shout-outs, folks, Derek Smith, Jesse Lee Simmons getting our chat going. Jesse Lee Simmons saying money, lots of money. I would definitely like to get to the understanding of why Hank Garrett has partnered up with someone that he used to despise. Garrett himself, a former World Heavyweight Champion here at XFW. Blaze and Garrett have had a number of matches, very bloody contests back and forth. Derek Smith saying officer jobber. That's rude. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. We got big right hand by the Sarge, and you realize that didn't go too far here. Get a big hand shot by Garrett. Sarge is going to fire right back. Another one. Big right hand again. The Sarge taking his own here. Sarge with another right hand and a knife edge chop by Garrett. Adams now calling for another one. I don't think that's wise, as Garrett lights him up with the European uppercut. Adams has been out of the ring for a little while, coming back, and he says, no! Gets out of the way. Luckily, some of that ring rust may not be there, as now the Sarge trying to get in, but Garrett with a wild swing. Adams now firing back, right to left, back elbow to the jaw. And here we go. Brian Blaze getting himself involved, and Garrett now going to take advantage into a backbreaker. Adams going to the outside. Brian Blaze trying to take advantage. Here comes Garrett with a clothesline. Brutal shot right to the top of the head. Ooh! Roundhouse kick from the 460-plus pounder to the side of the head of the Sergeant. And another one. And Adams is down. Brian Blaze giving Hank Garrett the advantage in this matchup. Adams is starting to build some momentum and starting to have some effect on Garrett. But it all came to a close. Here comes that splash. This time it connects. And down goes Dalton Adams. Adams rolled over, shoulders are down. Maria out of position there. Only a 1 count. Good for the Sarge, able to get the shoulder up, although that probably should have been a 2 if Maria was where she needed to be. Adams now going to go for a ride. Vertical suplex. Adams over the shoulder and takes the big man out the knee. Takes a chunk out of the redwood. But Garrett fires right back. Hip press. Right back to it. Look at this. Brian Blaze putting in a ladder in the ring, and of course, Stonewall gonna go right after it. Adams face first into that steel ladder in the corner. Adams now stomping, getting stomped in the back of his skull. Dodged out of the way. Shot to the midsection of Stonewall. Adams now trying to fight back. Tries to pick him up and a headbutt. And Garrett again with a lariat. Every time the Sarge tries to get something going, Garrett shuts him right down, belly to belly. Massive impact. Good Lord, he broke his ribs. That's it. Stonewall Garrett making short work of Dalton Adams tonight. Every time Adams tried to get offense in. Even early in the contest, Brian Blaze getting himself interjected. That massive 400, look at boom. That belly-to-belly suplex, 460 plus pounds coming down on the rib cage of the chest of Dalton Adams, too much for him to recover from. I still want to know how these two align. What brought Brian Blaze and Stonewall together? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We want to kick things off here at Danger Zone with talking about our collaborative promotion, High Ground Professional Wrestling. Let us take off our XFW logo there for one quick second so you guys can see the actual poster. There we go. High Ground Professional Wrestling live December 6th in Hudson or Mayfield, Pennsylvania. Live. Do not miss these guys. High Ground Pro Wrestling has brought a very much needed live show to Pennsylvania. High Ground Professional Wrestling. They claim to have the high ground, so to speak. A very, very phenomenal indie league professional wrestling. You would be wise to check them out. Watch soon, as High Ground will have a large social media prowess in the future. They're getting together their YouTube page, their TikTok page, their Facebook page, and more. And folks, if you do look at the poster, you will notice a very familiar and stupid face, and that of the guy with the smile, the maniacal glee. We've talked about this in the past, and for whatever reason, High Ground Professional Wrestling has signed the maniacal glee to a contract, and Glee is at almost all of their live events, and I don't know why. But High Ground Professional Wrestling does put on a phenomenal live pro wrestling show, folks. If you're ever in the northeastern Pennsylvania area, check out their Facebook. We're going to start putting their links on our page as well. High Ground is a sponsor of XFW. We're happy to have them on our page, folks. So, again, High Ground Professional Wrestling, December 6th, Winter Carnage, live at Mayfield, Pennsylvania, at the Falcon's Nest. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a phenomenal show. But we're going to get back to the XFW here tonight, folks. We've got a lot of matches coming your way tonight, including our main event, which will be for the XFW World Heavyweight title. Antonio Carino, the boss, is reenacting his rematch clause against Hiro Katsuyori. Now, the boss, we thought was going to do this weeks ago. But the boss has maintained some composure, took some time off, went back to upstate New York, to where he has his hideaway, his mansion, his speakeasy, whatever you want to call it. But has showed up tonight. He is already in the building, and tonight will challenge Hiro Katsuyori for the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Right now, we're going to head down to ringside for tag team action as the Grapplers are in action next. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head down to ringside. The Grapplers, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. These two young men have been making a name for themselves here in our tag team division. The Hale brothers.
At a combined weight of 485 pounds, Alex Hale and Jason Hale.
Both these young men.
The Grapplers.
All-state wrestlers making their way up to championships, and both of them phenomenal Greco-Roman style technical wrestlers. An outstanding tag team here in XFW. Jesse Lee Simmons screaming glee in our chat. Now, originally, these guys are supposed to go up against the Anarchists, but the Anarchists...
And their opponents at a combined weight.
Oh, what the absolute hell is this?
64 pounds, Jack Marco.
Oh, what the absolute...
And blacksmith, Jason
That's...
Adams, the Industry.
Josh, the coach, Clemens. With Marco and Adams. Derek Smith typed exactly what I was thinking and didn't want to say in the microphone. WTF. Jason Adams and Jack Marco with Josh the Coach Clemens in their corner. We have not seen Clemens in damn near 8 months in XFW. And we've seen Adams and Marco. I don't. All right, it's not often I'm speechless, but right now, the blacksmith, Jason Adams, up and over with a DDT. Marshall Voskin asked if Clemens got slimmer. How the hell is Clemens even still here in XFW? Clothesline in the corner there by the blacksmith. Jason Adams, right hand now on the Hale. Wild swing there. And now tag, in comes Jack Marco. And why the hell is the coach already on the apron? The coach is already on the apron. Jarius Jackson, thank you for liking the stream. Kicked in the midsection by Marco. Up on the shoulders. Nice counter there by Jason Hale. And now lighting up Marco rights and lefts. And up and down. Greco-Roman style takedown by Jason Hale. Marco, a stiff shot to the back. Ooh, but a big right hand. Rights and lefts now. Colin Motaya. Jason Hale. Ooh, goes low and takes Marco out at the knee. But he's wildly close to the Industry's corner. Ooh. Shoved in the referee. Tag, in comes Alex Hale. I'm still a little fuzzy here, folks, because we haven't seen anyone under the tutelage of the Industry, and by that I mean Josh the Coach Clemens, in quite some time. Clemens, who's known for teaching younger wrestlers, and while Jason Adams is a younger wrestler, Marco's been in the wrestling world for over 10 years. Right now, chinlock, latcher, or a cross-face crippler onto Marco. Marco powers out. It just seems to me that Clemens has found himself some new students, and there was a hell of a spine buster delivered by Jack Marco. Marco, hard impact in the turnbuckle. And now look at this. Look at chair in the ring. Chair in the ring. The back of Hale's head coming in contact with that chair. Thrown in by the... Oh, and now a press slam. And again on top of the chair. Clemens has obviously had some impact on the in-ring abilities and strategy of the blacksmith and Marco. Tag, in comes Jason. Charging is Marco, wild swing. Jason managed to absorb the blow impressively. And now looking for a gut wrench, hooks up into a powerbomb. Just Lee Simmons asking, wasn't the Industry banned from XFW? No, the Industry wasn't banned from XFW. Oh, here we go. The coach streaming out, yelling at the grapplers. Distract. Jason needs to turn around. Jason needs to turn around because here comes Marco to Bulldog. Throws the chair, luckily hit the ropes and not the face of Alex Hale. But Marco, oh my God, he threw him by his head. Oh my dear God. Marco now picks him up. Big slam. Wow, did you see the torque on that? The torque on that was ridiculous. Calvin D. Harmon, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Folks, I'm still a little beside myself here with the fact that Josh the Coach Clemens is back in XFW, and oh no, on the table! Jason Hill brought that in. Calvin, thank you for sharing. Jason Adams and Jack Marco have evidently formed a new industry under the tutelage of Josh the Coach Clemens. Beal out of the corner now. The grapplers sizing up. What is this? Double three-point stance and blasting into the blacksmith. Adams wisely rolling outside the ring. Here comes Marco. Marco with the right hand getting involved here. Marco now belly-to-belly suplex. Double team on the outside here by the new industry. Adams shoves him inside. I don't know what to make of this, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm again, we've already seen the coach get himself involved in this matchup. Marco's, which one of these guys is legal? Collar and elbow tie-up. Jason now has him up on the shoulders. Jason now with an airplane spin. Now he knows he's been paying attention to the coach because Clemens uses the airplane spin and slams him down. Alex Hale needs to get in, or Jason Hale needs to get in the ring and make the tag to his brother. Right now, up and down, belly to back. Mikey Toro, a head referee, right there to make the count. 2, but a kick out. Being brought to the corner, tag, in goes Marco. Ooh, elbow shot. Looking for the tag, didn't quite get to make it. Usher back in home territory now for the grapplers.
Tag is in.
Tag down, double team maneuver coming up, drop down, into a drop kick, beautifully executed by the grapplers. Marco now looking to command Jason. Adams going in the wrong corner, has no idea what state he's in, no idea what time it is. Oh, it takes a table to the back. Derek Smith saying dogs in the ring for the dogs that just broke in to our group, our booth here. Kick in the midsection, catches here by Jason. Adams now in control. Right hands delivered. Looking for a suplex, snaps it up and over. And again, Clemens on the apron. Charging in, misses it. Adams now in control. Sweep on the legs now again by Alex Hale. Looking for a sharpshooter. No, turns it around. That table right there. And the blacksmith eats the corner of that table. And the grapplers are starting to dominate. 2! Almost a 3 count. Almost a 3 count by Alex Hale. The grappler is starting to look good. Oop, spoke too soon. Kickoff by Jason Adams. Kick to the midsection. Up. Ooh! Brutal shot there. Adams now hooking him up. Adams lifting him straight up. Oh! Modified Falcon Arrow. And a breakup. In comes Jason to free up Alex. Missing the shot. Oh. We're going to have Bedlam here. The coach getting in the ring. The coach getting in the ring. The coach back up on the apron. And here comes again the blacksmith. And he gets caught. And again, Clemens interjecting himself and blasting away. Marco now Holds him up in the choke slam. And a cover now. And a kick out again. The grappler's hanging on. And the audience now screaming tag team wrestling. Marco going up and over. Jason Adams going underneath the ring. Is that a hockey stick? Marco with a belly to belly on the opposite side of the ring. That's a stop sign. Oh! And he brained him with it. Marco now again hoisting him up. Ooh! Slam on the outside. And Marco, and then going right back over the top rope. Stop sign in hand. No. Again. Oh! But he fires right back. The grapplers have no quit in them. Marco's getting back to his feet, though. Marco charging in. Oh, my God. He turned him inside in, or upside down and inside out. What a clothesline by Marco. Oh! Head first in an exposed turnbuckle. Courtesy of Josh the Coach Clemens. Uh-oh. Double gutbusters here now by the Industry. Oh! Triple down on the move. Jesse Lee Simmons saying, what is this ECW? XFW does have very, very loose rules when it comes to outside. Oh! And again, the face plant by the Blacksmith. And the Industry with a win here tonight. And folks, again, I'm a little befuddled by the fact that Marco and Adams came out here to the Industry music with Josh the Coach Clemens. I just don't know. The grapplers held their own, but the Industry, and I hate the fact that I'm saying that name. Clemens is back. And he found himself some new, do I want to use the words trainees? Do I want to use the words lackeys? Cronies? Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I very few times am I left speechless behind the microphone here in our commentary booth. But Josh the Coach Clemens with a new Industry here at XFW.
Here are your winners, Jack Marco and Blacksmith Jason Adams, the Industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a little taken back. Josh the Coach Clemens, who is retired from, well, mostly retired from in-ring wrestling. We thought he was retired once before. And then took himself and threw himself into a ring with, at the time, who was one of the members of his Industry, took their place, called it the Coach Clause in their contract. I hope these two knuckleheads have read their contracts, if they signed one with Clemens, seeing that he could do the Coach Clause. But then Clemens went away again. The last time we saw him was when he turned his back on Jordan Ray. And Jordan Ray was so disheartened and so disgruntled, he let his contract expire and hasn't been back in XFW since. And Jordan Ray was a phenomenal athlete. But now Clemens is back and taken two moderate singles wrestlers, obviously under their wing, and we've got a new Industry. So when I thought things were getting good around XFW, every now and again the door opens and a gust of wind comes and trash comes right back in the door. But anyway, folks, we're not going to let it get us down. We're going to try to find out the insides and outs of that. We're going to have to reach out to Dirk Webb and see if we can't get him back in XFW to find out what the hell happened here with Josh Coach Clemens and how he's back. But folks, right now, more singles action coming your way as Dashing Danny Diamond collides against Thunderbolt Alpha next on XFW Danger Zone. Thunderbolt Alpha making his way out to ringside. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at XFW Extreme Fantasy Wrestling. Whether you're watching us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, and soon to be on Kick. Derek Smith, the industry, will be uploaded to Community Creations in the next week or so. Thunderbolt Alpha, former XFW Internet Champion. Thunderbolt Alpha, former XFW Internet Champion. Oops, don't know why we're getting some double feedback there. There we go. When we're talking about former champions, ladies and gentlemen.
From Beverly Hills, California, weighing in at 247 pounds, Dashing Danny Diamond.
Dashing Danny Diamond. Dashing Danny Diamond. Former XFW Internet Champion, now currently setting his sights on the United States title, as is Thunderbolt Alpha, both these guys. Setting their sights currently on Tiger Ramirez, who holds currently the XFW Internet and United States titles. Rumors are Tiger at our next large-scale event will have to defend both those titles. Something only one other person in XFW has done, and unfortunately lost both those titles on the same night, was Mark Collins. Collins, the only other man in XFW history to hold two titles at the same time. Maria, our referee for this event. Ooh, Dashing Danny. Not even going for a lockup, and Dashing Danny going high already. And both these guys looking for springboards off the gate. But it's Thunderbolt Alpha that comes into contact with that flying kick. And out, heel kick again right to the face of Dashing Danny Diamond. Alpha with the, back fist. Up on the head scissors takedown. Drops the leg. Dashing Danny Diamond on the receiving end of some serious offense. Background martial arts for Thunderbolt Alpha and the Japanese strong style, as they like to refer to it. Now up. Beautiful moonsault. And now a cover by Thunderbolt Alpha. Maria right there this time, but only a one count. Dashing Danny gets the shoulders up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. I want to thank our sponsors, Dubby Energy Drink. You can get Dubby Energy Drink and get 10% off your order by using the promo code at checkout, XFW. And also, my good Lord! What a DDT by Dashing Danny Diamond. Wow. Our other sponsors tonight, High Ground Professional Wrestling. Again, Winter Carnage, December 6th, Mayfield, Pennsylvania, at the Falcons Nest Auditorium. Dashing Danny throwing in a trash can. And Alpha, that was a mistake by Dashing Danny. And now he realizes the mistake he made because he didn't want to enter the ring after he gave Alpha a trash can. He's got to get in the ring. Then Alpha's going to throw it into his face. And down goes Dashing Danny. Boom! Punt kick by Thunderbolt Alpha. And Dashing Danny's the one that brought that trash can in. And again. Thunderbolt Alpha. Oh! What a kick to the face by Alpha. Holy hell. And a kick out by Dashing Danny. Alpha thought he had him. Alpha wants a shot at Tiger Ramirez, but he's lower in the ranks right now and definitely has to make some waves here in XFW. And needs to get, ooh, Dashing Danny counters. Danny now. That will look like a low kick. And now Dashing Danny stomping away. Putting the pressure on Thunderbolt Alpha. Dashing Danny lands the elbow. Brutal impact there by Dashing Danny Diamond. Cover here close to the ropes though. Quick kick out by Thunderbolt Alpha. Both men getting back to their feet. Collar double tie up. Dashing Danny going to hold him up on the shoulders. Dump him across the top rope. Brutal impact to the throat for Thunderbolt Alpha. Danny now making his way. Uh-oh. Danny trying to line something up here. Diamond calling his shot here. Oh! Stealing a page away from Thunderbolt Alpha with that super kick to the face. Well, the blocks the mid kick. And Alpha gave it a high angle kick right to the square of the face of Dashing Danny Diamond. That time Danny blocking the kick. Alpha went to the one too many times. Push up in the ropes. Dropped down now by Dashing Danny. Nice leapfrog is showing some athleticism. Catches him up. Dashing Danny. Beautiful tornado DDT. Again, sending Alpha down to the canvas. Dashing Danny now firmly in control. Flying forearm levels down Alpha. Now the trash can in the hands. But dodges out of the way as Alpha charging in. Hits his takedown again. By Thunderbolt Alpha. Alpha now trying to set something up here. Dashing Danny getting back to his feet. Alpha off the rope. Beautiful forearm smash to the face by Alpha. Picking him back up. Alpha looking for another springboard. And again, the brutal impact by Thunderbolt Alpha. Tosses him into the corner. Alpha. Shot to the knee now by Alpha. Going up to the top here. Alpha off the top. Japanese Sunrise. Alpha now with the cover. That might be all she wrote tonight for Dashing Danny Diamond. That's a 3 count. Dashing Danny Diamond with the 1, 2, 3 here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Dashing Danny, quite frankly, folks, I think it was the biggest mistake he made, was bringing that trash can into the ring. Allowing Alpha to use it. You saw when he realized his mistake, not wanting to come back through the ropes. Almost like the instant regret. But managed to turn a portion of the match around, almost walking with the victory. Cutting off the momentum that Alpha was using. And right here, folks, this was a beautiful kick. Boom! Danny almost walking with the victory there. But Alpha again taking the fight to the air. And then right here, taking him out the knee, setting him up for the Japanese Sunrise. Boom! Down goes Dashing Danny Diamond. And the 1, 2, 3 for the Alpha member
Here is your winner,
of the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt Alpha. Thunderbolt Alpha victorious tonight again, climbing the ranks, trying to get an opportunity to challenge Tiger Ramirez for the XFW United States Championship. Now, folks, Tiger Ramirez currently holding 2 titles around his waist, the XFW Internet and United States titles. Now, Tiger Ramirez fought hard and long to get that opportunity, and again went up against someone he considers a friend in Yori Cho. Yori Cho quickly came to XFW and realized championship glory around his waist in a damn near just about 3.25 months. Got it around his waist. And folks, then again, him and Tiger Ramirez have gone back and forth exchanging victories. Tiger Ramirez is still the only person in XFW to hold a victory over Yori Cho, which is a monumental feat in its own right. But Yori Cho challenging Tiger Ramirez, title versus title in XFW Mat Mania, and Tiger Ramirez coming out on top. And as I said during that last match, Tiger Ramirez is the only second person in our promotion's history to hold 2 titles at the same time. Now tonight, Tiger Ramirez is in action up next against a man who has held both the Internet and the United States Championships. Now it is a non-title matchup, but Ramirez knows how deadly his opponent is tonight. Folks, Tiger Ramirez will go up against none other than Grim Loco tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Both these men very familiar with both these titles and very familiar with both offensive and defensive maneuvers in the ring. These guys are well-versed in one another. And folks, this one could steal the show tonight. Let's head down to ringside. Grim Loco, Tiger Ramirez next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Grim Loco. Loco, who's been looking for an opportunity to get himself back into the title hunt here in XFW. Loco, who never technically lost the United States Championship, folks. He was injured at the hands of the Ministry of Darkness and was out of action for damn near a year. Has come back and has been looking for an opportunity to challenge for title gold since he got here. A win in any capacity tonight would make him a #1 contender for the United States or the Internet title, whichever he chooses, if he beats Tiger Ramirez tonight. Tiger Ramirez has fallen prey to Grim Loco in the past. These men share victories over one another time and time again. I expect this to be a very high-paced, high-action match. Both these guys will be looking to take it to the air. Grim Loco, who many say knows no fear. The Tiger Ramirez takes on all comers, straight and forward like an arrow. And here comes Tiger Ramirez, 2-title Tiger, as people are calling him.
Chihuahua, Mexico, weighing in at 241 pounds, the Extreme United States Champion and the Extreme Internet Champion, Tiger Ramirez.
Tiger Ramirez, 2-belt Tiger, as our audience was calling him last week. Thank you to whatever one of our admins hit the like button there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Ramirez. Whoa, Tiger. Oh, thought Grim Loco was going for a powerbomb early on, but Tiger Ramirez turns into her Dragon Rana. Wheelbarrow. Oh! Here's the quick action I was talking about. These guys know each other inside and out. Tiger again looking for a wheelbarrow victory roll, but dodges out of the way, and now here we go. Exchanging moonsaults, but Tiger back in the wheelbarrow. This time hits the Bulldog. Tiger Ramirez trying for a quick cover there, hooks the leg. And a kick out. Ramirez now in control of the contest. High trip into the ropes, drop down now by Tiger. Shoulder tackle, both guys with the same idea. Tiger rolls out of the way. Oh! Dodging out of the way is Tiger Ramirez. It looked like he tweaked his back a little bit, allowing Grim Loco to take control of the match up into the corner. Ramirez now catches an elbow and a hurricanrana. Ramirez going to the top of Grim Loco, getting the outside, realizing Tiger can't hit him there, but Tiger has different ideas. Shot to the midsection. Tiger up and over to the outside with the power bomb. Oh my God. Tiger Ramirez up and over, crashing down to that arena floor. As I said before, these guys know each other very, very well. Tiger now with a wind up, and again sends him to the barricade. Loco needs to recover. Ramirez is hitting a lot of very deadly impact here. And now Ramirez on the ropes. Drops the elbow. Beautiful springboard again by the dual champion. Cover here on Grim Loco. But a kick out. Loco needs to turn this around. Ramirez now going to snap the neck. And then turn right to the legs. And attack the hamstring. Driving the knee into the thick of the thigh there. Make it hard for Grim Loco to do some of those springboards that he likes to do. Ramirez off the ropes. Loco turns the tides. Loco now dragging the champion towards the corner. Head first. Loco now getting himself full head of steam here, coming in. Ooh, elbow. Back shot. Ooh, Loco not done. Beautiful impact by Grim Loco, and he's not done. Into a hurricanrana. Unbelievable. Loco gets stopped by Tiger. Ramirez now shot by Grim Loco, and again, as I said before, folks, the back and forth that's going to transpire between these guys is going to be epic tonight. Loco dumps him on top of his head, right in the turnbuckle, and now stomping away. Ooh, but Ramirez with a kick in the middle of the spine. Again turns the tides, goes for a drop kick, nobody home. These guys keep countering each other's counters. Tiger Ramirez now taking some heavy kicks to the top of the head. Ramirez down. Grim Loco going to the outside. There's that trash can we saw earlier. But Loco won't have the same fear that Dashing Danny Diamond did. He eats a clothesline though from Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez now rolling through, looking for the Tiger suplex. Waist wrapped up, shoulders are down. And a kick out by Loco. Ramirez now with that little frustration there by Tiger Ramirez. Into the wheelbarrow. Beautiful arm drag now. Tiger now looking for a vertical suplex up and over. Ramirez now in firm control of this contest. Tiger placing him against the ropes. Tiger going to toss him right to the outside. Oh, Ramirez looking to fly high here. Tiger going through the ropes. Cannonball drop kick right to the chest of Grim Loco. Throws him back inside. Loco trying to get back to his feet quickly. Ramirez going to go high. Catches him. Hurricanrana again. A back and forth contest. So right now, Tiger Ramirez is in firm control of this matchup. Elbow shots down to the lower kidneys. And another one. Third shot now by Tiger. Ramirez not done. Ramirez now, whoa, what is this? Roll. Whoa! Tiger! Oh my God! Oh my God! And again, Loco. How in the bloody hell does he get that shoulder up? Kicked out of the thigh. And a right hand now by Loco. Knife edge chop. Here we go. These guys now gonna go at it. Shot for shot. Slap for slap. Punch for punch. Loco now. 2 heavy right hands. And a third. And a knife edge chop. And a drop kick now by Grim Loco. Putting more pressure on the champion. Ooh! And that trash can. Coming in impact, Tiger Ramirez rolling to the corner. Oh, and a clothesline sends the champ up to the outside. And even a count-out victory will be in favor of Grim Loco tonight. Tiger, oh! Loco going up and over, Tiger dodging out of the way. Similar to Samoa Joe. Just avoiding the impact altogether. But somehow Loco again back to his feet. Tiger Ramirez back inside the ring. Loco inside the ring. Tiger Ramirez trying to get the crowd going. Here comes Grim Loco. Shot to the back of the head. Kick to the midsection. Tiger with the right hand. Tiger looking for another. Tiger suplexing. Gets him over the top of his head again. 2. And again, Loco somehow gets the shoulder up. Coup de grace. An unbelievable back and forth matchup rolls through. Listo kick to the side of the head of Tiger Ramirez. That could be all she wrote. Shoulders are down. 2. And a kick out again by Tiger. Holy hell. These two off the rope missing. Tiger now slow to get back to his feet. Snap mirrors him over. Looking with a Tiger's tail in Sakuri. Tiger's tail. Cover. Ramirez. Holy hell, what a match. Tiger Ramirez and Grim Loco in a marathon, absolutely beautifully contested back and forth matchup. Wow. Grim Loco, I thought was going to continue to get the shoulder up no matter what Tiger Ramirez threw at him, as Loco just continued to defy logic, defy weakness, and show consistent, dominant willpower. But Grim Loco poured everything he had into that matchup. Tiger Ramirez just continued pouring on the offense. And the counters for both these guys, counter after counter after counter after counter. But when it came down to it, that missed moonsault, and then this right here, this was beautiful. Grim Loco almost winning the match right there. Had he gone for the Loco leapfrog driver right then and there, he may have gotten the match win. But Ramirez capitalizing, window of opportunity, snap mirrors him over right here. Tiger's tail in Saguri right to the side of the head. And down goes Grim Loco. What a match tonight between two phenomenal luchadors here in our promotion. Wow. 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 Again, Tiger Ramirez showing an outstanding matchup here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. And what a display of athleticism by both those men. Just absolutely dominant inside the ring, folks. And Tiger Ramirez holding two titles over his shoulders. Grim Loco with an opportunity, folks. And I'm going to say this right now. Every now and again, the championship committee will look at matches like that, and they realize that will draw in fans. That will draw in spectators. And folks, Loco and Tiger Ramirez, it's right up on par with Tiger Ramirez and Yori Cho. I mean, Grim Loco is a multi-time champion here in XFW. Tiger Ramirez is one of the hottest tickets in our promotion, and it continues to do so. Well, folks, once again, we're going to talk about High Ground Professional Wrestling. Again, going to take place December 6th in Mayfield, Pennsylvania, at the Falcon's Nest at just above Dixon City, PA. Folks, an outstanding performance. You will not see a better indie show in northeastern Pennsylvania, folks. You do not want to miss it. And again, for whatever reason, they keep putting Glee in the ring. I don't know why. I'm not sure exactly why they put Glee in there. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what their fascination is with the maniacal one. I don't understand why the fans like Glee and why they chant Bruce, folks. It's beyond me. But again, if you're in northeastern Pennsylvania, make sure you check out High Ground Professional Wrestling. Proud to have them as a sponsor here in XFW, and we'll be looking forward to doing more promotions with them in the future. But right now, we're going to head down the ring for the ladies' action next. As soon as I find the music, there we go. Former XFW, 2 former women's champions in the ring. Tammy Rose, T. Adams collide next on XFW Danger Zone. And here we go with the Bruce already in our eye. And Glee's not even on the show tonight. People are chanting Bruce. I don't get it. And here comes Tammy Rose, former 3-time women's champion here in XFW.
From Blackpool, England, Tammy Rose.
The bombshell from the United Kingdom, Tammy Rose. Rose has beaten down women twice her size. Tonight she goes up against T. Adams. She has beaten Adams in the past. Adams looking for an opportunity to challenge for the women's championship. That was, she says, stolen away from her at Matt Mania. Now currently held by Tessa Van Hayes. Van Hayes did pin Alex Webb at Matt Mania. Derek Smith, how you got little pinatas in the chat? I don't know, but that's kind of awesome and kind of scary.
And her opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
And here comes T. Adams with Morgan Steiner in tow. Morgan Steiner has been with XFW since day one, our former head referee here in XFW. Retired from refereeing, took the in-ring knowledge he had and became a manager, and still wearing that stupid neck brace. I swear there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, granted, the man is almost 70 years old, but there's no reason for him to be wearing that neck brace. Yes, Bruce. We get it. People love Bruce the Minotaur. Tia Adams, an absolute monster in the ring. One of the toughest women in our women's division. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight, folks, whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, or directly on Bloodsword6.com where you can find XFW merchandise. Oh! Adams just blasted Tammy Rose right in the face with a big boot to start the matchup. And now stomping away on Tammy Rose. Good Lord. We know Adams has been in a bad mood ever since she lost the title. Charging in. Oh, and a spear. Derek Smith asking about the whereabouts of American Pain. American Pain will be in action tomorrow night on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Whoa, that was a slap across the face there by Adams. I don't know if I would have done that. Every now and again we heard before a slap in the face can wake your opponent up. But right now, T. Adams continues to dominate on Tammy Rose. Calling him a tie-up. Rose showing some power now. And shoving out Adams. And here comes Tammy Rose firing back. Repeated kicks. And now kicks to the jaw. And down goes the former women's champion. Ooh, coup de grace. Rose showing off some new moves here. And now trying to twist off the head of T. Adams like a Tylenol bottle cap. Adams trying to get back to her feet. Rose did some severe damage there very, very quickly. Rose easily the quicker of the two athletes in the ring. Adams with the size and strength advantage. But Tammy Rose knows the way around the squared circle. More experience under her belt than T. Adams. Right now, Adams on the outside as the referee, Maria, will make the count. Up to a 2 count. Maria trying to hold back Adams. For Rose. Oh! Rose goes for the dive, and Adams goes right underneath her. Oh, and kicking dirt on her. Adams with the wise move. Rose now looking for a table. We got a Rose now. The table is twice her size. She's a tiny woman, but she is a brute. Both now back in the ring. Right hands down from Adams. Knife back elbow shot. And a short arm clothesline. She's not done. Hoist her right back up and again. Wild swing there by Rose, but she misses. Oh! Single leg drop kick. And Adams again showing her dominance. Right to the table, but Rose going to intercept. Shoots her on the turnbuckle. Rose is not someone to fool around with. She's not someone to take lightly. And here she comes now. And a knee strike across the face. Was that a hockey stick? Morgan Steiner's on the apron. Sit down, Grandpa. You don't belong in this match. Morgan Steiner put a hockey stick in there. Tia Adams on the top rope here. Oh, but a kick to the face. Sending Rose reeling. And now Rose sending it. Oh, and Steiner took the top turnbuckle off. Now I see why he was over there. Now I see what Grandpa was doing. Adams down with that hockey stick. Rose needs to be careful. I spoke too soon. Adams just blasted her on top of the head with that hockey. Oh, no. Rose, another one. Oh, my God, she blasted her. And now Adams looking for the power bomb. But Rose with enough minded her to counter. Winds up the arm, looking for a short arm. Clothesline gets blasted in the face. Back and forth now. Counter wrestling, and now Adams takes that steel turnbuckle to the chest. Uh-oh. Darren on the dodge. Ooh! Dodges that hockey stick and catches a boot to the face. Uh-oh. Adams now with that table. Tammy Rose brought it into play. Rose is, I don't even think she's very conscious right now. Adams now looking for the suplex, possibly. And through the table goes Tia Adams, and Morgan Steiner is clapping at the bottom of the screen like someone just changed his colostomy bag. Adams now in clear control, and again the short arm clothesline. She had to go for the trifecta again. Rose again with the wild swing. Tia Adams, oh! Again, just blasts her. Looking for that powerbomb this time. Rose, oh! Just gets bent in half, and Adams is not done. Adams looking for the one, and a choke slam. And down goes Rose. Good Lord, she blasts her off the canvas. And Adams with the victory. The brutality of Tia Adams shines through. Wow. Just a juggernaut of a woman.
Here is your winner, Tia Adams.
Delilah Watts, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to the Danger Zone. That was a very sinister grin we just saw from Tia Adams looking over her shoulder back at the camera, folks. Again, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Whether you are watching on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, or directly on Bloodsword6.com, thank you, folks, for joining us here tonight on XFW. Thank you for the likes, the shares. However you choose to support XFW, folks, in Bloodsword 6 streaming, thank you for doing so. Again, folks, you can find XFW merchandise and other original Bloodsword 6 designs on our merch store, bloodsource6.com. And you can always donate to our Streamlabs account or however you choose to support XFW. And again, folks, we are going to bring this up again only because I know we'll get told to. December 6th in Mayfield, Pennsylvania, Winter Carnage, High Ground Professional Wrestling, one of our sponsors. And again, folks, for whatever reason, they continue to put the Maniacal Glee on their shows. And I don't know. I know for a fact, folks, I know for a fact Glee has done the same shenanigans that he's done here at High Ground Professional Wrestling. Occasionally, I will go to High Ground Professional Wrestling myself. I like to see what's going on with Glee, and quite frankly, I like their professional wrestling. The dude is one of my favorite wrestlers there. The Sarge, Cal Christopher, a phenomenal in-ring performer. And Glee is being Glee. And now Glee is part of a tag team, which is terrifying, with a man that calls himself the Manimal. And now they are the Maniacal Manimals, and I kid you not, folks, their theme song is like a Saturday morning cartoon from the 60s, and it's weird. And these two idiots mirror each other like a couple of giant 5-year-old toddlers that they put in a ring. It's chaos, ladies. And I've known there have been wrestlers who come out to the ring, their music is cut because Glee's in the back pulling wires, giggling like an idiot with the Manimal cheering him on. But I digress. Let's get back to action here tonight, folks. XFW Tag Team Champions, Triple S LLC in action as they go up against Calgary Red, and I would nothing love to see more than Calgary Red get a victory over Triple S LLC tonight. Non-title matchup, folks. Tag team action coming your way next on XFW Danger Zone.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
And here comes Calgary Red. These two young men have a long career in front of them here at XFW.
And Trevor Young.
I can damn near guarantee there are titles in the future of these two young men. Dalton and Trevor, they did spend some time in the Hart Dungeon up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Phenomenal in-ring athletes, a hell of a tag team here in XFW. And I know they're going to pour everything they have into this matchup as the XFW Tag Team Champions make their way out. There's that sleazeball, the snake oil salesman, Sweet Sedan Stan. Triple S LLC here in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Walker, a former 5-time World Heavyweight Champion. His tag team partner, Lincoln Marsh. And again, Sweet Sedan Stan. Stan has had more lawsuits against his used car lots for selling lemons and terrible cars to people. Swears he's the #1 salesman in New Jersey for the best automobiles you can get, and it's all a lie. Oh, and here comes Dalton Sharp out of that gate, taking Lincoln Marsh up and over. I told you, folks, Calgary Red will not waste any time taking it to the tag team champions. These two young men are an absolutely well-oiled machine when it comes to tag team wrestling. Two outstanding technical wrestlers. But Lincoln Marsh, nothing but pure power. And Lincoln Marsh got into professional wrestling, folks, simply because it was easier for him to fight people and not get arrested. At one point, he had 27 felony assault charges against him for bar fights. And one day, someone told him, "You should be a professional wrestler." Next thing you know, he's in the ring beating people up, getting paid for it, and no more assault charges. And right now, off the top rope comes the former World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, and a right haymaker there by Seth Walker. And not only is Walker a former 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, he's one claim to fame. He loves to put people on the... What is that piece of crap doing in the ring? as I was saying, Seth Walker loves to cause permanent injury to other wrestlers. He loves to put them on the injury reserve list, put them on the shelf, and that's one of the reasons. Not that I still think it's legit, but one of the reasons that Morgan Steiner wears that neck brace is because of Seth Walker. Morgan Steiner used to manage Seth Walker until Walker felt he paid more attention to T. Adams and then powerbombed the 60-year-old man in the locker room. Walker getting back to his feet. Coming in to get a roundhouse kick from Trevor Young. Dalton Sharp made the tag while they were down, but barely a 1 count for Trevor Young. Trevor Young now dragging Lincoln or Walker to the corner. Going after the lower back now, assaulting on the kidneys. Slow down the pace of Walker. The Walker likes to keep a slow, methodical pace. What is this? What is this? Looking for a triangle hold. Triangle hold locked onto Walker. I mean, it's a great way to slow him down, but there's no way. Oh, here we go. We're going to see the power now of Walker as he's going to prick Young off the canvas and just blast him down to break the hold. And now there's a chair in the ring from Morgan Steiner. Well, not Morgan Steiner. Sweets and handstand. Still thinking of Morgan Steiner because Walker put him through that locker room. The brutality that was. So far, Calgary Red is keeping this match pretty evenly against the tag team champions. Ooh, what a kick to the back. Ripping down the hamstring. Dalton Sharp now going to the top rope here. Dalton going to fly high and connect the elbow right onto Walker. We've got a cover here. But Walker again gets the shoulder up. Calgary Red would love to get an opportunity to challenge for the tag team titles, get them on the line. Beautiful modified Northern Lights suplex on Seth Walker. But again, only a 2 count. Walker gets the shoulder up. Dalton Sharp looking good in this contest. Shoots him in home territory. Tag. Oh, they can be looking for O Canada. They can be looking for O Canada. And they are. O Canada. Hit. But Walker gets the shoulder up. Holy hell, how? Walker gets the shoulder up. But Calgary Red putting on a great showing, almost pinned the World Tag Team Champions. Tagging comes Lincoln Marsh. Walker made a beeline, and here comes Marsh. And Marsh on the shoulder tackle. And now just fisticuffs. Back to the bar brawl that he's known for. But Walker took a hell of a lot of damage from Calgary Red, including O Canada. That high-flying impact from the top rope. But now the challengers are in trouble. Lincoln Marsh back in action, now dominating on Trevor Young. Sidewalk slam, forcing all the air out of the lungs. Back in comes Walker. Walker now charging in. Big right hand. Walker, oh, and again the shoulder tackle. Walker now with that chair. Walker, oh, throws it into the face of Dalton Sharp. Unnecessary. Walker now has Trevor Young on the outside. Oh my God. The brutal slam right in the back of his head, that modified power slam. But if you look at it, folks, the way he dumps their neck onto the canvas. And another shot. Oh no. Oh no. Trevor Young needs to pay attention, and he doesn't see it. Marsh now coming in the ring. Dalton Sharp down on the outside. Trevor Young by himself. Oh! Massive exploder suplex. Trevor Young is down. Dalton Sharp coming in to make the save. Oh, Marsh, and again takes him off the apron. Uh-oh. Lincoln Marsh now. Waistlock on Dalton Sharp. But on the outside, Seth Walker with Trevor Young. Oh, and slams him down. Marsh now. Big press slam. Oh, and again off the apron. And Lincoln Marsh, the high angle, boot stomp to the chest. Damn near put his heel through the chest of Trevor Young, and that's it. Good Lord. Calgary Red came so close to pulling off the victory. So close. They hit O Canada. And somehow Walker just got his shoulder up. The double team maneuvers were absolutely beautiful. This flying elbow from Dalton Sharp right on the money. And again, folks, outstanding back and forth. And here it is. O Canada off the top. Brings the leg down, and somehow Seth Walker just gets the shoulder up. Barely. But then Walker goes on the assault on the outside, doing a lot of damage right here. Watch the back of Trevor Young's head. Boom. Bouncing right off the canvas. And just the sheer brutality of the tag team champions. And right here, Marsh. Boom. Stomping right down on the heart of Trevor Young. And that's the 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners. Seth Walker and Lincoln Marsh.
Triple S LLC with the victory. I'm not a fan of Triple S LLC. I'm not a fan of Sweet Sedan Stan. I've gone on record to say this time and time again. Over and over and over and over and over again. Not a fan of Triple S LLC. In our chat room, Derek Smith saying Jersey is a dump. There's a few things in Jersey that I actually care for. The American Dream Mall. Phenomenal place. Every mall in America should model itself after American Dream. They've got a ski slope inside the mall. Inside the mall, they have a ski slope. Phenomenal arcade, great food, phenomenal food court, restaurants. I can go all day about American Dream Mall. And some very good restaurants and pizza places out in Jersey, not to mention Red Bank, where Kevin Smith, you're out there, we know this. But that's about it. And then over in Jersey, you have Sweet Sedan Stan's Triple S LLC car lot, which spits out more trash than you can shake a stick at. But folks, again, I want to thank you no matter how you're tuning into XFW tonight, whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, or directly on Bloodsport6.com. Thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, the shares. The folks that are keeping our comments going. Derek Smith said, yeah, that's about it. Excuse me. Didn't mean to cough in the microphone on you guys while I try to find the music for the next match. Folks, up next is the man who holds the Matt Mania briefcase. It is not quite the XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase, but Alex Quinn, the holder. Alex Quinn Esquire. Sorry, I'm contractually obligated to say Alex Quinn Esquire because his daddy. Ready to go down the ring, face Yori Cho tonight. Now, as I said before, Yori Cho has not lost a match against anybody except Tiger Ramirez in XFW. He's looking to keep that streak going. But Alex Quinn has gone the way saying he will defeat Yori Cho tonight and look to cash in his briefcase when he chooses to, whenever he chooses. And you know what? The sad part is, folks, is Alex Quinn could cash in that briefcase for the tag team titles. See, the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, you have to pick what title you're going to go after. The Matt Mania briefcase can be any title, anytime, anywhere. But right now, this match is one-on-one. Yori Cho, Alex Quinn next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Alex Quinn and his idiot friend,
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by
Troy Grant.
Grant.
Surprised he doesn't have his briefcase with him tonight.
Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds.
The Varsity Club.
Alex Quinn.
Alex Quinn, Troy Grant, the Varsity Club. Two guys who had never done a hard day's work in their life until they got to XFW.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 223 pounds, Yuri Cho.
Yuri Cho, the former XFW Internet Champion, looking for an opportunity to regain that title from Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez and Cho tore down the house each and every time they were in the ring. And now tonight, Cho faces, for the first time ever, Alex Quinn, Esquire. Yuri Cho from AAA Japan, coming into XFW as an exhibition match against Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez heard he was in town. We were in New York City. Tiger invited him to XFW just to come to the show. Cho suggested they have an exhibition match, and the two absolutely mesmerized the crowd. Tiger Ramirez managed to win the contest. The next day, Yuri Cho signed a contract with XFW. He was impressed with the locker room, impressed with Tiger Ramirez. Joined up with us here. The next week, defeated Tiger Ramirez in one-on-one action, impressing the entire locker room. And, ooh, what a counter there by Cho. Alex Quinn going for a neckbreaker and Cho countering, grabbing him, a modified choke slam. Cho, a mix of technical and high-flying action. A phenomenal in-ring performer. Knife edge chop now. Alex Quinn with a hand slap, and Cho not going to back down. Alex Quinn on the size and strength advantage, but Cho, I still feel the more dominant force in the ring. With more experience inside the ring. Alex Quinn, though, will have the numbers advantage on the outside. Ooh! With Troy Grant on the outside. And Grant has been known to interject himself into these matches time and time again. Right now, German suplex by Yuri Cho. Shoulders are down, but a quick kick out by Alex Quinn. Again, folks, our main event still to come. The current reigning XFW World Heavyweight Champion, Hiro Katsuyori, defending against the former champ, the boss, Antonio Carino. Carino cashing in his rematch clause from Matt Mania. And here we go. Troy Grant now. Here we go. Troy Grant causing a distraction to Yuri Cho. In control of this matchup. Alex Quinn getting much time to recover here in the corner. Takes some deep breaths. And here we go. That's all Alex Quinn needed. And drives the head of Cho into the canvas. And that's what I was talking about, folks, with the numbers advantage here. Anytime you're wrestling Alex Quinn, you're essentially in almost a handicap match, because you know Troy Grant is going to get himself interjected. You know he's going to cause some pain. And here goes Quinn underneath the ring. Quinn now with a chair to the back of Yuri Cho. This capacity crowd, as much as they love seeing extreme wrestling, booing the hell out of Alex Quinn. XFW does have extreme rules in effect most matches. Very rarely do we have a disqualification in XFW. Elbow shot to the back there. And another one by Cho. Based on our rules here in XFW. Ooh. Troy Grant can get himself interjected in this match, but the referee does have the ability to disqualify if she feels it's gone too far. Tilt-a-whirl slam here on Cho, but Cho gets the shoulder. Yori Cho now in trouble here. Alex Quinn in control, shoots him into the ropes. Quinn with a nice counter. Quinn holding onto the arm. Cho now drives the elbow. Cho up and over into the sling blade. Sling blade by Cho. Signature maneuver, cover on Quinn, but a kick out. So close. And again the elbow drop. Off the ropes is Cho. Into a senton. Cho a little slow to get back to his feet. Now going the middle rope here. Cho gonna size it up. And another senton. And another cover on Quinn. 2. And again a kick out. Cho showing a little frustration here. Shot across the back. Oh, it takes him out at the knee. Another big right hand now by Yori Cho. Cho looking for a dragon suplex. Oh, trains it. Back into a German. Cover again on Quinn. And a kick out. Jesse Lee Simmons asking what system we have. We are playing on PS5. Oh, again Troy Grant on the apron. Again, Grant getting the attention of Yori Cho. Cho needs to put a fist right to that eye socket because again, here comes Alex Quinn. And again, the distraction comes into play. Quinn now. Flapjack. Cho now struggling to get back to his feet. And now we've got a chair in play from Quinn again. But Yori Cho catches, shoves it into his face. Elbow shot now by Quinn. Quinn with a waist lock. Oh! Sends him in the exposed turnbuckle and then takes him out at the knee. And now a cover, forearm across the face of Cho. Let it kick out again. Troy Grant repeatedly getting himself interjected in this matchup. But a counter by Cho. Over the right hand. Up and over the top rope. And now Cho up and over and takes out Troy Grant. Kick to the midsection. Pile driver on the ladder to Troy Grant. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Yori Cho now back inside the ring. Quinn, realizing his buddy is out, throws in a trash can. Here comes Quinn and lands again with the sling blade. Up on it, looking for the tombstone. And he hits it. Yori Cho with the tombstone. And Cho with the victory. Alex Quinn and Troy Grant continue to try to take the cheap way out. But Yori Cho with the pile driver on the ladder on the outside of the ring put enough cobwebs in the head of Troy Grant to take him out of the contest. Level the playing field and then level Alex Quinn with that tombstone pile driver. Troy Grant couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Quinn here trying to break the suplex, but a nice transition by Yori Cho. And almost came up with the victory again. But right here, this was beautiful. Troy Grant getting himself involved, and Yori Cho saying, I've had enough. Boom! Lands that pile driver. And then connects with the sling blade on Alex Quinn, allowing him to set up for the tombstone. And Yori Cho chalks up another victory. And the 1, 2, 3 for Cho.
Here is your winner, Yori Cho.
Gil Guerrero, thank you for liking the stream. One of our friends from World Wrestling Organization showing up. Thank you, Gil. Yori Cho victorious tonight. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Troy Grant getting himself involved in that matchup more than once, only to have it spoiled by Yori Cho. Hola, amigo, to you, Mr. Gil Guerrero. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Folks, you're just in time. Gil, you're just in time for our main event of the evening. The boss, Antonio Carino, activating his rematch clause against a new World Heavyweight Champion, Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori, this will be his first official title defense since winning the championship at XFW Mat Mania. Now, this is the second time Hiro Katsuyori has been a World Heavyweight Champion, but the first time was only a mere matter of seconds, as it was ruined by Brian Blaze. And quite frankly, there was talk about the championship committee should have been put on the books, but they decided on yes. Unfortunately, it only lasted 11 seconds. But now Hiro Katsuyori capturing the title at Mat Mania in a Hell in a Cell match. But tonight is a regular XFW standard match. Again, Extreme Rules apply, which I'm sure means the rest of the Costa Nostra will be at ringside, which could put the championship at jeopardy for Hiro Katsuyori. But ladies and gentlemen, Hiro is a fighting champion. We saw that when he was the United States champion, and I'm sure nothing will change now that he's got the World Heavyweight title around his waist. Let's head on the ringside. Your main event starts right now. Yori Cho defending against the former champion Antonio Carino next on XFW Danger Zone. Bobble Acita, thank you for liking over on TikTok. Rob Terra, thank you for sharing the live over on TikTok. Again, thank you, folks, no matter what platform you're watching us on. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on bloodsword6.com. Thank you for joining us here tonight. This is our main event of the evening. The World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. And here comes the boss, Antonio Carino, and as I thought, two of his thugs are with him. The Hammer, Tony Vincent, and the Loose Cannon, Billy Rucci, making their way out to ringside. Carino said he was very, very upset that he could not have his crew, his hoodlums, whatever you want to choose him at ringside at Mat Mania. Said it was unfair. I'm not sure how one-on-one competition stays a one-on-one competition is unfair. But tonight, obviously, Carino wants to change that playing field by bringing out two other members of the Cosa Nostra. In the past, the boss tried to buy the World Heavyweight Championship, captured the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, and took the title away from Mark Collins. But now looks to take it back away from Hiro Katsuyori. And here comes here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Katsuyori's bringing his own back up. With Yori Cho, who just defeated Alex Quinn. And now Cho right behind Hiro Katsuyori. Ryan Phoenix saying Viva Italiane. Cosa Nostra does have some fans out there. But Hiro Katsuyori, the XFW World Heavyweight Champion, coming out with some support in his corner in the form of Yori Cho. Ryan Phoenix, thank you for liking the stream. Katsuyori with the title over his shoulder. Again, folks, thank you for tuning in. As I said, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, and soon to be on Kick. The World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs.
Introducing the challenger From New York, weighing in at 262 pounds, the Boss, Antonio Carino.
Notice Carino's keeping those rings on his finger, on the left hand,
And his opponent,
and extra
Osaka,
impact to his
Japan,
punches.
weighing in at 228 pounds, the Extreme World Heavyweight Champion, Hiro Katsuyori.
Katsuyori is one of the most fightingest champions we've had in our United States Championship division. We have no doubt he's going to do the same thing here with the World Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is underway. There goes the Boss out of the gate with a charging clothesline, taking the champion down. Katsuyori back to his knees. Shot to the midsection. Hard elbow tie it. Now both men jockeying for position. Katsuyori going to shove down the challenger. Winding up lariat. But the Boss sweeps up the legs, goes for a pin. Katsuyori gets the shoulders up. Katsuyori now taking shots to the back of the skull. The Boss stomping away in the middle of the back. Katsuyori now getting fists rained down across the temple. And now the Boss just blasting the head of the champion off the apron. Antonio Carino, the former World Heavyweight Champion, coming out of the gate. Hot and heavy, the champion reeling. Katsuyori fires back. Hard elbow tie up on the shoulder now. Katsuyori in trouble. Elbow shot to the side of the head now by the champion. Katsuyori now, waist lock into a German suplex. And Yori Cho just put, here we go. Cho did put a ladder in the ring. Waist lock now by Hiro, possibly looking for the suplex, but the Boss trying to find his way out. Hiro jockeys, turns him around for a side headlock takedown. You see the other members of the Costa Nostra on the outside. Headlock switch out now by Antonio Carino. Katsuyori fights his way out. Katsuyori charges in and lands a clothesline. Katsuyori mastered the suplex and also the clothesline. Some of the most brutal clotheslines since the days of Stan Henson. Rivals even the power of the Destroyer's clotheslines. Katsuyori now looking at a half and half suplex, dumping the Boss up and over. Katsuyori now big right hand. Waist lock applied, looking for yet another slew. Turns it into a slam, looking for a belly to back. Katsuyori now trying to get the capacity crowd behind him. And here we go. Katsuyori in a right hand to loose cannon, but he needs to pay attention because Carino's getting back to his feet. And Carino sweeps out the legs. Carino's got the shoulders of the champion down for the kick out. And that's the distraction I was talking about earlier. Billy Rucci getting on the apron. Carino using the distraction to his advantage and taking the lead over Hiro. Ooh! Carino now just manhandling the champion. Over Carino gets turned over and heavy elbows by the champion. Carino now in trouble. Hiro, oh! Hiro! Katsuyori seeing that top turnbuckle taken off by Billy Rucci and utilizing it for himself. Rubs through, look at another half and half suplex. And now Hiro Katsuyori with this matchup. Big time clothesline there. And Katsuyori now trying to get to the capacity crowd. Reeling behind him. I don't think he's had much trouble with that. This crowd loves Hiro. Thumb to the eye there by the Boss. And now Carino lighting out rights and lefts. Carino now big right, right to the eye of Hiro. And he's busted him open. Katsuyori's now bleeding. The Boss now with a chin lock. Katsuyori's feet underneath the ropes. Katsuyori's got him on the shoulders. Oh, I'm sorry, the boss does, and brings him down. Hard impact onto the shoulders, but Katsuyori gets the shoulder up. Katsuyori is bleeding. Katsuyori trying to get to the ropes. Oh, look at this. Now Yuri Cho trying to help out his buddy, distracting Antonio Carino the same way. Ooh, and now the Costa Nostra getting a one out of their playbooks, but the boss has him up. The boss on the ladder. On the ladder. The boss on the hero Katsuyori. And we've got a new champion. We've got a new champion. The boss. The boss defeating hero Katsuyori. But Katsuyori looked like his foot was under the ropes. But the boss with the win and has recaptured the World Heavyweight Champion. On the ladder, hero Katsuyori bleeding. But right here, the boss putting Hiro on the ladder. But folks, hero Katsuyori's foot was under the ropes for a second, and his left leg might be under the ropes again. But the referee didn't see it. That's 2 weeks in a row that Maria missed that. That happened to Sean Owens last week. But the boss is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow night for more XFW action. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes and the shares. We'll see you next time on XFW. Holy cow.